Hi everyone, Lisa Haven here, and I've got a huge surprise with me today, and that is Chance with American Survival Wholesale. And he's going to come on and just kind of give us some tips. Often on my channel, I talk about, some of, end time biblical prophecy, what's going to go down in the latter days, the economic crisis, the war, and I often, fail to bring in, well, here are some ways to protect yourself when it all hits the fan, when America's, end time scenario plays out. What are some things that you can do at home, even to protect your family now? And what I've done is brought him on. He's got a lot of great tips that are specifically in regards to preparing your home for situations that could play out, to prevent things like robberies and all those kinds of scenarios in your own home. And, a lot of people pay for some of the information that you're going to get today. And I just don't believe that that should be so. So he's coming on out of the kindness of his heart. And he's a great friend of mine, him and his wife, JW. I just love him to death. But with that, he's got a lot of great info to share with you guys. So are you with me over there?
Yes, we're here. Thank you for having us on today, Lisa.
Awesome. Well, thank you for coming on, Chance. I'm truly stoked by this, and I know all my viewers are going to love you just the way that I do. And I actually brought you on at the Hear the Watchmen conference. We did a quick little interview there, and it was just a blast. So thank you.
Absolutely. So yes, today, Lisa, we're going to talk about home security and how that plays in with preparing your family both spiritually and physically. I'm going to give you some key points. A lot of the topics we're going to discuss today are things that you can do as a homeowner on a budget, just small things to make sure that you're not a target, right? So the idea here is to check your home to make sure that from the outside, from a burglar looking in, from the outside, he will look at your home and say, I don't want to, try to invade this home. I'm going to move on, okay? And so these are some of the things that we're going to discuss today. So let's get right into it. Starting on the outside of your home, what you need to do is to do a visual inspection of the following. First thing, check the locks on your doors. A lot of folks have locks that have been installed for many, many years, and those locks are easily compromisable. And so if that lock is worn, you need to replace that, and just go to your local hardware store, Home Depot, Lowe's, or whatever you have in town, and just ask one of the experts there what's a good lock that they would recommend. And of course, we would recommend that along with the standard handle lock, you would do a double keyed deadbolt on your door. Okay, so a double keyed deadbolt. Schlage is a really good brand, as well as Brinks. The other thing that you want to look at is the door itself. So after years and years of wear, doors can become loose at the hinges, which again makes those doors easily compromisable, and or they're just worn and you need to replace them. You can replace a lot of these exterior doors for under $100 if you do your shopping. So doors and locks first thing. Now let's go ahead and imagine this. Move around the home. What you're checking for are windows, your sliding glass doors, garage doors, and any other exterior entrances into your home. So we're going to go ahead and move to sliding glass doors. If you look at a sliding glass door, you can see that it is easily compromisable by someone just pulling from one direction to the next. It's a small lock and it doesn't take too much to get through. So we have a recommendation that costs about 40 cents. You can also go down to the hardware store and buy a piece of PVC, about 3/4 to 1 inch. And what you need to do is to measure the channel at the bottom of the door and cut the PVC to fit inside that rail. What that will do is, even if they're able to force that door open, that's a stop. That's going to cause that door to not move any further, and gives you the time to, if you hear someone, call 911 or get some authorities over there. So that's your sliding glass door. Another thing is garage doors. Look, that's a big opening into your home. An opening that they can carry out your 60-inch big screen TV, right? So understanding that some of these older garage door openers, like the old Genie systems, work on a frequency that the thieves have software to override. They just search for that frequency, press the button, and in they come into your home. You should replace those older systems with the newer style garage door openers that you can find at Sears and other places that have a rotating frequency. So only your remote will open that door. I can tell you a funny story. Got a call from some folks in Virginia, and they said, it's crazy, you know, at least once a day, my garage door opens by itself. I'm like, well, how can that happen? Well, they figured out that the guy down the street had basically the same type unit using the same type frequency. So every time he opened his garage door opened. So as you can see, that's a big problem, and the thieves are aware of that. Okay, so we've talked about some of the entrances into your home. There's other things that you can do to, again, become a soft target, not a hard target. One of the things, whether you have a dog or not, you should get a sign like the one that I'm holding up here, Beware of Dog. Put that right in the front of your house from street view in a window. Again, that thief does not want to experience a barking dog, right? He doesn't want to be caught. So the idea there is, whether you have a dog or not, that's a warning sign. Stay away from my home or else. Another good sign, if you can get one, is smile, you're on candid camera. You can find those at your local hardware store as well, or you're being monitored by a surveillance camera system. So those are just wise things that you can do under $2 or $3, right, in most cases. And I tell you what we're going to do, Lisa, for your listeners, that sign, Beware of Dog, you guys get this free of charge. We want you to be safe, okay? The way you do that is you go to our site, AmericanSurvivalWholesale.com, and you need to type in the word Lisa space Haven, and with any order, we're going to send that out for free. It doesn't matter if it's $1, $2, it doesn't matter. We're going to send that out to you free of charge.
Awesome. Thank you for that. I think that's a huge benefit. So thank you for offering that. And so, I mean, those are some really amazing tips. I know my husband and I do some of that already. And I think when we're preparing for these, scenarios, I mean, a lot of it is deterrence. And, I think deterrents are absolutely vital. Whether or not you have a camera up in your home, it's good to have that sign. Whether or not you have a dog, it's good to have that sign. And I know we've got signs like that. We've even got cameras, but it's amazing. I wholeheartedly agree with that. Are there any additional tips that you want to share that we could definitely benefit people?
Absolutely. If you're going to, before we go to the interior of the house, this is really important, and some of you have heard of this before, but we need to reiterate this. If you're going to be away from your home for more than a couple of days, there are two things you absolutely must do. Park a car in the driveway, and make sure that the outside of the house is well lit. We prefer motion detection lights, but any lights that you can have that will expose a would-be thief to the outside world is very wise. Leave a TV on inside your house, right, so that it appears it's someone's home. Now, this is our joke. You might tell your neighbor that you're going on vacation, depending on how well you get along with your neighbor and how well you trust them. But you should have someone that you do trust come by and check on things at least once a day, right, to make the appearance. If a thief is scoping out your house from the street, he's going to see someone out there. So that's really key. Again, have that car in the driveway, have really good lighting, and keep that TV going, okay?
And I'll add, I'll just want to add to that. If you have, paper delivery, I know some people still do that. Pause that. Don't, let that add up in your yard. And then in addition to, when, like you said, I always have somebody check the house. I think that's great. So just another tip there.
Absolutely. So we're going to go into the house and we're going to discuss something that's you're probably not going to hear anywhere else. One of the things that we like to do is to have someone that we trust, and maybe that's a family member, maybe that's not, come into our home and pretend to be a thief. Lisa, this is really, really important because we live in our homes. We don't really think about, you know, where thieves go, where we should hide things, right? Well, this is really key. If you bring in someone you trust, say, okay, you're a thief, go for it. I'm just going to watch you. Watch where they go. In most cases, the very first place they go is into a master bedroom. They go right for the dresser drawers, and that they're looking for are valuables like jewelry and cash and things like that. They're not even going for the living room TV yet. They're trying to get the small stuff, the most valuable things, and get it out quick, right? So if you watch that person, you'll see that what you think is safe maybe in your closet, in your bedroom, is the worst place that you can hide your valuables, right? We tend to try to keep things close to us, right, at nighttime. You do not want to do that. Safes. Most safes that we install in our homes and in our closets, they're easily penetrable. These thieves know exactly what they're doing. They're going to get that safe out. One thing that we carry that I really like is the hidden wall safe. Guys, this is under 20 bucks, okay? It looks like an outlet. It acts like an outlet, right? But you can pull this down. You can
tilt it a little bit because there's a glare on. Yeah, there you go.
You can store up to $5,000 in $100 bills, and as you can see, you can store jewelry in these things. You can have several within your home. They're great for storing the most important jewelry and cash if you have that.
And they could get that at your store, right? You have the AmericanSurvivalWholesale.com, correct?
Absolutely, yeah. They're under $20. They're really affordable, and it's just one of those items that is really a must. Okay, so again, having someone go through your house and finding those weak spots is going to help you determine what you need to do to keep your house safe. And really, Lisa, the most important thing is you and your family. Okay, and so understanding that you have to protect your family by any means possible. If you choose to own a weapon, one thing that we suggest and one thing that we teach is to be very proficient with that weapon. Be ready to use it if you're going to pull it. Be ready to use it, but go to the range every once in a while and practice with that weapon, okay? You'll feel more comfortable having that available in case there is, you know, a break-in. And the last thing is, if you do have a family, you have children, there are devices, especially for handguns, there are devices that you can install that no one but yourself will be able to have access to that weapon. It's like a biometric fingerprint device that only you as the owner can handle that weapon. So these are just a few tips. You can find those online as well.
At your store, you sell those at your store?
No, you can find those online. Just type in biometric holster, and that will come up. I think you can even find those on Amazon.com. Okay, so these are just a few of the tips for home security. The fact of the matter is, every situation is different. You might live in the city, in an apartment. You might live in suburbia where you have a 2 to 3 bedroom house somewhere, or you might live out in the country. Every situation is different. So what we're going to offer is a free consultation. All we ask is that you email us at bugoutamerica@usa.com. It's bugoutamerica@usa.com. What we'll do is, we can schedule this, we'll spend the time with you and go over specifics for your home and your family and offer suggestions. Again, most of them very feasible, right? We're not talking about having to spend $1,000 to get your home safe, but we need to have the specifics in order to help you. And so this is completely free of charge. Just reach out to us and we'll spend the time with you, approximately 45 minutes, going over certain things that you can do to protect your home, your belongings, and your family.
Awesome. And just let them know that you heard about it on my show. That way you guys get that free sign as well with that consultation. But I highly recommend it. You know, you heard a lot of the valuable information, but there's so much more because like Chance was saying, is, you know, if you live in the suburbia is going to be different if you live on the outskirts, or a situation for your family might be different from another family that has kids or doesn't have kids, or an older couple or a younger couple. All that are huge variables, and these are free consultations. And I think it's amazing. It's just very much needed in our day and age. So if people want to contact you, they just shoot you an email and then you'll respond to the email. Is that how that works?
Yeah, that's the best way, to email us at bugoutamerica@usa.com. That way we can schedule a time that's good for you and good for us, and spend the time, you know, getting your family safe.
Awesome. Well, are there any final thoughts that you want to leave everyone with, you know, maybe even specifically regards to where you see us headed as a country in the near future as well? And then share again your website information. And I just want to say too, for everyone, we're going to play a clip at the end of this video of just kind of a promo for their shop there. And he's got a great veterans outreach program as well, which he'll also tell you about.
Yeah, if you go to our website and you click on the tab Survival Tips and Training Videos, we have several videos that we've already put up that discuss natural disasters like earthquakes and hurricanes and tornadoes and flooding. Guys, these tips are free of charge, and they will absolutely save your life. A lot of folks think that they've got a pretty good understanding of, you know, what to do in case of a hurricane. There's so much more to know, and so please take advantage of it. It's free of charge. Go to our website and get your family all together, sit on the living room couch and watch these videos, and then take notes, and maybe there's some things that you've forgotten about that you could do to keep your family safe. And I do want to talk about, thank you, Lisa, for mentioning the Veterans Outreach Program. This is a program that actually works. And what I mean by that is we're veterans here. And this is our mission statement. This is where our heart is at. And sorry, I've got something just popped up here. This is where our heart is at. And so we work with our veterans one-on-one. Some of these guys just need another veteran to talk to, fellowship. Some need more. They need food, blankets, generators, things like that. And it's a one-on-one program. There's no board of directors. There's nothing like that. And if you'd like to be a part of that, or if you'd like to donate a sleeping bag or a new sleeping bag or a stove, or you would just like to donate to the program itself, please feel free to reach out to us, again, by email, or you can contact us directly. I promise that a computer will not answer the phone. Our phone number is 818-720-0759, 818-720-0759. Lisa, I could probably go down a long rabbit hole as to where we're at right now. However, I will say this, along with your videos, which are very informative, the other day you did one on the wall which explains a lot. We are in a situation right now where many things are on the precipice, right? So we feel like we're just standing on this cliff, just rocking back and forth, waiting for something to happen. And unfortunately, what that does is instills fear in the hearts of so many, and that's not where we need to be. By being prepared, you guys see, you understand this? By being prepared, you have that peace of mind where you're not so fearful of things to come. And I have to tell you, with North Korea, South Korea, China, I mean, our president is under tremendous stress right now. There's a lot of things that are going on. We do want to prepare for those things, but again, getting prepared spiritually is just as important as getting prepared physically. We'll help you with the latter. Just feel free to just give us a call. And the last thing I want to say, Lisa, is we're doing a prayer meeting on Saturdays now And if you have a prayer request, there's a pastor involved, Pastor Mike Spalding. If you have a prayer request, also feel free to reach out to us. Be very specific without, giving out any personal, names of information of others to respect their privacy. So if you have any prayer requests, get those out to us. Same email, bugoutamerica@usa.com.
Awesome. Well, thank you again for coming on. I truly appreciate it and just appreciate you guys all together. So thank you.
Well, God bless you, Lisa. Thank you for having us on.
God bless you too. Now, with that, I'm going to leave all the links in the information box below for all you YouTubers out there. So make sure you go down there. Don't forget, if you want that free sign, to give them a call or send them an email or go on their website and just let them know my name. And you guys will get that Beware of Dog sign for free. You said they email you or they call. Is that right?
No, it's free with by using the promo code Lisa Haven. It's free with any order. We have items that cost $1 or $2 even. It's free with any order. So just go to AmericanPrivateWholesale.com.
Yeah, so just use that promo code at AmericanSurvivalWholesale.com. But again, I'll leave all the information below. With that, I'm just going to play a quick video. I think it's pretty amazing. It's just a quick 40-second video introduction to what he does. Well, thanks again for tuning in. This is Lisa Haven and Chance signing out.